On this date in Missouri Senate history, the date was October 3rd, 1957, fourth day of the first extra session of the first regular session of the 69th General Assembly. This was a Thursday with 28 senators present and 6 absent with leave. This extra session started on September 30th. There was 1 point on the governor's call for this extraordinary session to issue $75 million in bonds set aside for building repairs and improvements all over the state, mainly for schools and prisons. The bonds were issued 2 years prior. The first day of extra session also saw lawmakers gather in the Missouri House chamber to hear directly from the governor, a practice that has become less common over the years. The governor's address was always in addition to the written request for a called or extraordinary session. The name for such a session has changed over the years. As it turns out, $30 million of the $75 million in bonds were offered for sale on September 17th, and no one took advantage. The governor wanted the legislature to change the rules governing bond sale to make it possible to sell bonds at less than face value. This resulted in Senate Bill 1's introduction. On the second day of extra session, Senate Bill 1 was second read and then heard in committee. Missouri senators voted to suspend the rules so they could take up this measure immediately after reports of standing committees were taken on the floor of the Missouri Senate. A day later, Senate Bill 1 would be third read and sent to the Missouri House of Representatives for its consideration. On to today now, where House Bill 1 is second read and referred to committee. This is followed by a recess motion until 2 p.m. House Bill 1 is then heard in committee. When senators return, they read in the committee's report and recess again until 2:30. Upon return from second recess, a number of gubernatorial appointments are confirmed. Senators then move to adjourn until 9:30 the next morning. Later, senators would pass both bills and adjourn the extra session sine die. October 3rd, 1957, the date marking the fourth day of the first extra session of the first regular session of the 69th General Assembly. On this date in Missouri Senate history,